the question would be, what can audiences not expect? And it's zero. We pretty much cover the full range of human emotion and experience from top to bottom. It's a comprehensive, exhaustive, multimedia display of pretty much, everything you can imagine from life in the Fertile Crescent in Mesopotamia up until the current day right here in London. It's it's from soup to nuts, from top to bottom, from A to Z, alpha to omega. It's everything, and yet it's nothing.
Trixie, expand on that. Everything.
Well, I mean, just to translate, it's A to Z.
Oh,
really.
sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
to
It's
nuts.
so embarrassing.
It's anthropological musical theater.
Right.
Imagine if you went to see Chicago,
In Detroit.
but then a helicopter landed and Laura Dern is telling you to cover up the site. You know what I mean? Because there's
Yeah.
dinosaur bones being excavated.
Yeah.
But luckily we have bloodthirsty fans
Yeah.
who trust us, and they know to expect very little.
Yeah.
And so when we've actually produced a stunning spectacle like this show, we blow their wigs off every night. In the States, they beat the walls. The whole show was sold out every single night. So
Yeah.
here they have better taste.
Yeah.
So I think.
And a sense of humor, which comes in handy. No, to be perfectly frank, it's a live theatrical multimedia extravaganza that features acting, singing, dancing, fights, fist brawls of many types, heavenly lifts.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it's dry, and then it's wet. It's low, and then it's high. It's behind the scenes, but then it's front and center.
Yeah.
It's erotic, and then it's repulsive. So it's a lot of contrast. It's a lot of textures. It's a lot of flavors. It's a lot of unpredictable kind of
And a lot of, at least in the States, a lot of sweating. And I know that here you have a lot of historical theaters, and
Yes.
historical usually means no air conditioning. So
You should be all right at Wembley.
I'm concerned about the sweating, but I'm ready.
Yeah.
So we've done the show. We've done about 25 to 30 shows already in the United States, and the human body has an enormous ability to adapt. Mine does not, however. So what I can say with all certainty is that I will be soaking wet. My body will achieve will display a level of perspiration that should concern doctors, lawyers, cardiologists,
The audience.
anthropologists.
The
Yeah.
audience.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
There's lifeboats in the audience. Women and
Yeah.
children first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally,
'Cause
she said it the other
was a
day.
beautiful
You know
English
when
accent.
in the
Thank you.
Titanic, when the water's rushing through and all the deck chairs are flying and they're playing the violins? That's me.
That's the back sweat.
That's me. That's the back sweat.
Well, tell us a little about how you two came together, because you both found fame in your own right, and then now you're sort of performing as a double act.
Well-
How did that all start?
Did you ever go to gym class? Like
Well, we
PE?
called it PE here, yeah.
PE.
Yeah.
So you remember how you have to pick partners, and everyone picks someone, and there's two people left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there you are.
Yeah.
With two wigs.
Yeah.
But you know what I've learned through this? I can work with anyone. You know what I mean? Like the prognosis can be very grim,
Yeah.
and I can find a way to choke a laugh out of that rubber chicken.
So are you inferring that you were kind of forced together and you've made the most of it? Or did you find each other?
No,
and
we
think-
no, we no. In all
Do you like
seriously,
each
we
other?
chose each other.
Yeah.
we
chose
chose
each
each
other.
other. You know, it's like
We're acquaintances.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah.
money started coming in, we became friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
When the check cleared on this tour,
Mama,
she
we're
became my best friend.
besties. Yes, it's like you
I'm
can.
trying to keep her working because she's trying to close on a house right now, and I'm trying to get her in debt so that I can be like, how about another tour? How about we get you back on camera? You have that huge mortgage now. You need the money because if she has enough money, she won't work.
And I was just discussing this with the producer. I'm a simple girl with very simple tastes and pleasures. All I want to do is smoke cigarettes and look at the sky.
Yes.
And that doesn't cost a lot of money, maybe $10 a day, give or take. And but yeah, so I can see, when people say, oh, I can see my retirement on the horizon. Mine's in the rearview mirror. So like the clock is ticking. But yeah, like she said, we work so well together, and if the paycheck is really high, we're basically
big enough,
we're soulmates.
it's right.
Yeah, if the
Yeah.
money's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And we think we're funny,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also we can't fake it. The good thing is that the bad thing is that we're bad actors, but the good thing is that our success is we're successful improvisers. Do you know what I mean? Like which
Yeah.
means
Which is why this show is quite a feat. We had to memorize 90 pages of text.
yeah.
That's
the Iliad.
nearly
It's
half a
Homer's
film
Iliad.
now.
Yeah, in 30 of those pages are literally just pictures.
We're used to sitting in very flattering lighting,
Yeah.
as shown here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sitting and making up what we say as we go.
Yeah.
This
So-
is standing, dancing, memorizing,
Yeah.
singing.
Words.
Acting,
Yes.
reacting. Sometimes I have to say a whole sentence from the start to the finish, and you have to hear every syllable. That's tough for me.
Yeah.
You ever on stage on your own? Do you ever do your own bit where you're just like, okay, right, this is my half hour now. I don't want you in this.
Oh, yes.
Well, we've done that. Yeah.
This is actually our first time touring together. We normally tour filling large venues as solo acts,
Yeah.
which is why
Yeah,
this
yeah,
tour is so ambitious, getting
Yeah.
to do Wembley
Yeah.
and so many cool arenas, because together,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
huge
Sonny and Cher.
arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, it's that old expression, why have one when you can have two twice the price?
Yes, that
know?
old one.
Yeah.
Bit like super nuts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, serious question now, guys. Let's talk about drag and how big it's become. Obviously, you guys made your names on RuPaul's Drag Race in the US.
Yeah.
I think there was about 10 seasons before it even came over here, and it became big here.
yeah.
So, like,
Technically.
you can't. It kind of
right.
made it massive over here as well. What do
Yeah.
you reckon of the scene? Have you seen a lot of our drag queens, and how do they differ from you guys? Like, is it the humour that's really different, or like?
We were just talking about this in the car.
Yeah.
So, I will say this. So, yeah, just yesterday I was walking through Soho, and I spotted 3 queens out having a cigarette. Maybe they were doing a show.
Smoking
And-
a fag.
Smoking a fag.
Looking in the sky.
Trio of lasses. Is that Irish? I don't know. But 3 girls smoking cigarettes. They looked stunning, which was a departure from the usual Crunch and Munch Kennel Club Westminster dog show that you usually get, because the girls here they are extremely funny. They are
Yeah.
quick-witted.
Yeah.
They can tell a story, they can sing a song, they can dance a dance,
Yeah.
but it is woof. It is not easy on the eyes. But that's like kind of the tradition here. It's like big, loud makeup, crazy. Well,
Well, we don't do that in America. We don't do big makeup. We don't do big hair. I will say the performers here are more like New York drag queens, where they're used to being handed a microphone. They have to fill a whole hour.
Yeah.
So you have to be a better performer to be a drag queen here, I think.
The talent
Whereas in the
here,
States, you
yeah.
can just kind of be pretty. Or
well, yeah,
naked.
because you can be on
Okay.
Instagram. Like you can forge your whole career on an app. We're just showing your makeup skills. But here, I mean, at least in the last 20 years and before, you're in the pub.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
dealing with drunk people who don't want to listen. You're like trial by fire, learning how to really entertain, and you're sweating.
Finally, guys, I could do this all day, but one last question. Our queen, it's our Jubilee coming up soon, next week, in fact. From one queen to another, have you got a message for 70 years on the throne for our special
Yes.
queen?
She should take some time off. She should go on vacation. Go to Boca Raton.
Go to Gran Canaria or whatever. A Boca. Yeah.
Go on a cruise. Go on a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Finally, guys, Disney cruise. Finally, guys, just remind us when you're in London.
Oh, that's a great question.
Which is?
It's really just.
It's nebulous. We
It
come and go
might
with the
be the
wind.
5th of November, I think.
I think it's right around November 5th.
I think it might be around that time, and I think it's in Wembley at the SSE
It surely
Arena.
is.
I don't want to jinx us. I hope the day we're here, there's a shred of sunlight.
There
Yeah.
will be. Well, you said you got some yesterday, so.
Yeah.
So
you
we're
might
good for
get
another
some.
12 years.
You won't get some in November.
Well, just
though,
in
sorry.
case, I'm gonna spray, just like the girls up in Newcastle, I'm gonna spray myself dark orange.
Yes,
Yeah.
the rub-in tan
Yeah.
situation here.
Yeah.
It's big. It's big.
Ooh.
It needs to be.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
wild. I mean, I get it. Look at me. I'm pretty much. I got a spray tan before I came.